Good job, Shane.
Thank you. I had students listening from the outside of the auditorium when I was doing it, and they're kind of like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Awesome. So, my name is Carrie Bisharis, and I'm the director of Versapel New Music. And I'm here with Megan Einen, and Shane Corville, and James May, and Matthew Wright. And we're just going to have a little chat about the music that's been played so far. And we're going to talk about Matt's piece. So, oh, should we talk about the Walsh?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you guys think?
Carrie, do you want to talk about why you might have picked the Walsh for this kind of live stream experience?
Well, yeah. So I've actually had this piece for like several years, and I've been waiting to spring it on people, and we just haven't had the right opportunity yet. And so I just particularly thought that it would be a good piece to do via Zoom,
Yeah.
just because of the way that everybody is framed individually, and because you can kind of see the interactions in a different way than you actually can on stage. And so, yeah, I think it was like an interesting combination of motions and of sounds. And there were like just so many beautiful synchronous moments that, are not necessarily planned, but happen anyway in a
Yeah.
piece like that. And yeah, I
I
just
love
thought it would
that.
be really good on Zoom.
Well, and Zusammen, if I remember my German correctly, means kind of like all together, right? Is that, which I think is kind of the interesting part about doing it in this kind of live stream pandemic time period is us figuring out new ways to be all together in a musical kind of way. But James, you've hung out with Jennifer Walsh, am I right?
Yeah, I have.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, totally. I met Jenny at New Music Dublin in 2019, and I was studying in Ireland, and she was having a piece premiered by the National Orchestra there. And it's just like one of the things I love about this piece that we just performed was, the actions themselves are quite simple, and I think it's the way that she frames those actions to like draw focus and attention to how they're happening together or apart that makes it really beautiful. So it's super interesting then to like transfer that thought process to a full orchestra.
Yeah.
One of the funny things she told me was that like that's a challenging thing to convince orchestra musicians to do, but she grew up playing trumpet in the youth orchestra in Dublin, so she knew all the brass section. So when they started being like whiny about needing to do strange things, she just went straight up to them and was like, all right, now listen here, lads. I promise. This is all you have to do. just, just knock over the yogurt cups. You'll be fine. But for someone who dwells in like really, I think, deep kind of philosophical ideas in her pieces, it's so easy to talk with her about it, which I think makes it all the more worthwhile to experience.
Yeah. That's so interesting. Shane, do you want to tell us a little bit about your piece?
Sure. So Shining Forth is a piece by Matthias Pincher, who's the director of the Ensemble Intercontemporain in Paris, which is one of the leading new music groups in the world. This piece was actually based off of a painting by Barnett Newman, who was an abstract expressionist in the 60s. He died in 1970, I think. And this piece was actually the piece of art was written for his brother as his brother's requiem. And it's a really simple piece. The art piece is just white and black line. And so Pincher, I think what he was trying to do, this is his first solo trumpet piece. And he wrote it in 2008, revised it somewhat in 2012, but he wrote it sort of as a murmuring, which you could kind of hear in the piece a lot. There's a lot of tongue rams and just air sound, and all like the crazy runs and the kind of wild stuff just all end in they die basically. And so the piece, even though it sounds sometimes maybe jubilant when you're up top there, it's actually all about death, and it's about a requiem for Barnett Newman's brother.
Wow.
It's a very interesting piece to learn. I
Mm-hmm.
could probably do another year on it
Yeah.
to get it completely right. It's a really difficult piece. But it's also very moving to kind of know the background of it, and it makes you sort of express those nientes a lot more. Um, so
That's
yeah.
beautiful.
Hmm.
Awesome. And I guess up next we have a world premiere by Matthew Wright. So, you want to tell us about this crazy thing that you've put together?
It's it's a piece for a bunch of cell phones. I've asked everybody to come prepared with 10 pieces of relative import in their lives. There should be a lot of nostalgia and a lot of nostalgia of idea questioning and that kind of stuff. This all sounds way too. I already sound like a horrible composer speaking about it, but I really just because you're also going to hear some Dave Matthews Band, so don't think about don't think about it. Guess we could. Does everybody have the link up and ready to start? Unless we needed more banter.
No,
Anybody
I'm
need
ready.
banter?
I'm ready to
ready.
hear your world premiere, Matt.
Yeah.
We're ready.
So let me get Phil over here.
Hop in the banter.
Royals look good, right, Jeff?
They do. I think. Possibly.
Good. All right, that was some good banter.
Hmm.
All right, I'm just going to start and stop just so everyone hears it, just to make sure. Does everybody see it? Does anybody not see it, I should say?
I don't see it.
Oh, yeah.
Mine is it's 0 seconds. Works, yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that one then. All right, reset.
Matt, can you give a cue? I'm sorry.
Sure. Here we go. I'll give a cue, and then my ictus will be the start of the stopwatch.
vizinho. É um passe, é uma ponte, é um belo horizonte. É uma febre terçã. São as águas de março. Just sing this. Give me a little kiss. Sweet dreams. Till sunbeams find you. Once I took beside the well of many words. Wondering how I made it. My house is full. And how long it's gonna last. Successes come to lots of them. And failure's always there. Time waits for no one. And I will. He's almost upon you now, and you can see there's blood on his face. My God, there's blood everywhere. January 26th. Coming to town, he's mixing up the batter and he's laying it down. Blueberry chocolate chip. Everybody was.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone.
Wonderful performance.
Here
Kate.
we are. Did you like it? Thank you.
Loved it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hello, Lily. It's nice to meet people
Hello.
through Zoom.
Hey, Lily. Looking good. How did you like that performance? That version?
It sounded pretty good.
Good.
I really liked it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kind of funny making a homemade video. Like, I don't think I've ever done this at my piano and setting it up. I was like, oh, okay, what's the angle? It was kind of interesting. It's a nice
This piece is hot off the presses, right? You just finished it?
Yeah, I would say so. It's kind of been like in the process of being finished for the past several months, but yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, she wrote it before the last semester, and it has actually 5 sections. And I'm learning them as we go. So when you guys ask me, it's like, what, is there a solo piece you're working on? I'm like, this is what I'm working on. And she's a Tulane undergraduate, and it's a really cool piece, very rhapsodic, and reminds me of Shostakovich here and there. And,
Yeah.
Rick told me he heard a little Debussy at the beginning. So, we had this discussion, like, what do you hear? What does it remind you of? There's a little fugue in the middle. So it's really cool and technical. My favorite is the ending of this movement that was played as second movement today. It's like really cool. You're kind of like swimming in the sound. I'm like, can I get more of that section?
Yeah, I like rhapsodic is a good word for it.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah. Are you a pianist, Lily?
Yeah, I am. I've been playing since I was 5, I guess.
You also play the viola, though, right?
Yeah, I do. I started playing viola at when I was like 13-ish.
Cool.
So was Kate right about the influences? Were the things that Kate and
Yeah,
Rick
I would
heard in
say
the
so.
piece, is that accurate?
Yeah, I would say so. I think I feel like I have definitely been influenced by those composers, but at the same time, I think when I study works by other composers, I definitely, take elements that I think are useful or that I enjoy, but also try to make it my own.
Excellent. So what do you all think about the selections for the phone piece that Matt wrote for us?
For Column?
I love
Column.
it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like one of those, Facebook lists, like make a list of this, like it's confession time. Luckily, not everything comes out in the foreground. It would be fun to see everyone's list.
And then it a little bit reminded me of one night this is maybe 10 years ago now. I had played a Tulane summer lyric show, and the orchestra gathered in the parking lot with a bottle of cachaça after the last show. And somebody said, yes, it was Ray Moore's fault. And somebody said, well, it'd be great, like if we had a speaker or like we could play music. And then somebody says, oh, well, if I was going to play something, I would play whatever. And they named a song. And then the next person in the circle said, well, if you played that, then I would play this. And it turned into this listening party in which we listened to about 5 hours of music in an hour just by going around saying, well, then I would play that. Then I would play that. And it was really, it was a lot of fun because it was almost everything was music that everyone knew. It was just a fascinating experience of the listening party without the actual music. It was.
This might be the premise for your next piece, Matt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Started with a bottle.
I should make John Zorn has a bunch of game pieces. I should make a drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a spin the bottle jukebox.
You have to write 821 and up. In Europe, 18 and up cannot be performed.
You have to cut the links off the pieces off just in time so the lawsuits don't start coming in.
So they can get those lawyers can get that sweet new music money.
That's right.
Right. Well, yeah, well, hopefully we didn't play enough to get the Twitch copyright takedown though.
Right.
Yeah.
He kept it under 30 seconds.
Yeah, right.
True.
I heard a story. I think George Porter actually got knocked off of Facebook for playing one of his own songs because he's playing a meter song and they're like, no, that's copyrighted. You can't play that.
Hilarious.
We have defeated that system though with the music that we're making tonight.
Right.
Phil, tell us about what are we going to hear next? What's
Yeah,
What's
this
your
is a
piece?
this is a piece I wrote specifically for this concert. It's for 7 players. I have a series of pieces I've been working on for quite a few years that work on the premise that the players in the ensemble sort of move through the score at their own pace, and I thought that idea might work for this setting in particular, in the sense that you don't have to do as much coordination ensemble wise as you would otherwise, without, and you're not compromising the concept in any way. There are places in the work where the players converge and meet up and then sort of depart again. So that's the kind of general idea of the work, and it sort of moves through these little pitch areas with some interactions that are intentional and then hopefully some that are unintentional, but pleasantly surprising.
And it does allow for the sort of synchronicity issues of Zoom. They actually, in some way, make us play the piece better.
Right. Maybe I should start calling them Zoom pieces. I don't know. Eek.
Hopefully, this music will live longer than the period of time on which we have to live our lives on
Let's
Zoom.
hope so. Let's hope so. Well, thanks everybody for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
And it's been a pleasure interacting with you all, and looking forward to doing it again. But maybe next time we do it, we'll be in person. We'll see. But however we meet up,
we should do a concert where we do all the Zoom pieces, but in person.
Absolutely.
And then we can like A/B them, and somebody can write a dissertation on that. There's a promotion or
It's
something
coming
in
up.
there somewhere. Yeah.
We could get pretty meta with it. We could do all the pieces that are on this program in Matt's column 2 piece. So we're playing Lily's piece as
dude, that's
reference.
That's the one for sure.
Make it even insider.
That's super meta. Thanks everybody.
Cool.
Great job, Lily. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Mm.
That's super meta. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.